All right, we back. thought thought we was gonna have a special guest, but guess not. So we about to go ahead and wrap this thing up. This is one of the key points that Hayden wanted to talk about, and I'll let you run it, and I'll bring I'll bring the image up.
Well, yeah, it was basically just this post I saw, which like it's probably been floating around for whoever knows how long. But it just said if you need child support, you don't need custody. Let's argue, right? And there was something else under it, like let me explain what he means because I see a lot of hoes being ignorant and not listening. If you are dependent on child support, it means that you can't live without the help from your baby's father. He's saying that you are not financially stable and or unprepared to raise the child. I agree to a certain extent. I don't agree that you shouldn't have custody, but if you are straight up living off of the child of your father, um, straight up living off your child's father, you're wrong. Funny arm thingies, because you because you
They can
wouldn't
see
want
it.
nobody doing the same to you. Both of y'all are equally responsible for having your shit together, and you can't keep blaming deadbeat dad for your shortcomings. Now, what I took from that was one, like when I first saw it, like if you if you need child support, you don't need custody. I thought that shit didn't make no sense, because I don't think like it's a need. Sometimes like it all depends on your situation. Like sometimes you need child support to take care of the shit that you need just for the child. Like some people can like take care of everything on their own, but like all right, my kid might cost a little extra. I might have to pay for um what's that shit like daycare or whatever those child services for. I ain't never had no kid. I don't fucking know. So
Yeah.
they might have to pay for that, and that might be extra, and they may make a certain amount of money where they aren't eligible for like any kind of assistance. So maybe they do need it. You know what I mean? So like it's situations like that, and then like it's a situation where like it'd be a chick where like she straight up might get like straight like maybe 800 a month for off child support, so she ain't thinking about doing shit. She gonna chill and do what she do. Then there's chicks out here that might get like $20 a month or $20 a week, and be like, like this ain't doing shit. Like fuck him, but at least he's doing something. Like if a nigga only able to get you 20 a week, he probably ain't got shit anyway. So like, I mean, it depends. I feel like it definitely goes from like it depends on your situation for sure, for sure.
Yes.
It depends on the relationship between y'all for sure, for sure. And then like if you really can't handle like being a parent though, like on your own, like regardless if you're getting child support or not, if you just can't handle it, then you just can't handle it. Cause we talked about that before. Some people just have kids and like straight up can't handle it. It don't matter who the mother or father is. Some people just can't handle being parents, and like you don't recover from that shit sometimes.
Yeah. uh, Shit, even living in and whatnot. It's definitely a case by case. I mean, with this one, yeah, I definitely don't agree with the caption that the young man put up. But he did say let's argue. But with child support is, and I'm about to say this in a couple of different ways and shit. So it's gonna touch every base. It's supposed to be support of the child. It's not so. It's not for. It's not for. You can't say that, because the one of the biggest things that some people say, like, well, it's for everything in the household. But now say you live in a blended family such as myself. Now if my child support shouldn't go to. I mean, if you really want to break it down to it, I can't technically do, or my money shouldn't be going to the other two or three kids that you have with another guy or another guys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like this is for this said person. Those get on them guys. Get on they ass about what they not doing for said individual. You know what I'm saying? And in another aspect, you know, especially in the couple wise, hey, if you sign up for it, I don't look. I don't like the child supports that don't come in this house. I don't look for it. I pay out child support, but the child support that don't come in this house, I don't look for it. When we first got together, I'm like, hey man, look, we gonna figure it out. We not asking, begging, or whatever anybody for anything. If they do it, good on them. If they don't, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? So, but then again, I don't get into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole bigger thing too. Because when it comes to this child support or being a deadbeat dad or whatever and shit, it's so many entities to this shit. You don't know what type of relationship. Like going back to what you were saying, you don't know what type of relationship it is. Um, you don't know if the dude is under the radar. But if you if you a guy that's punching the clock, they always gonna find you, and they gonna go ahead and grab all that, whether it's back pay or not. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Whether it's a back pay thing, whether it's your taxes or whatever. I'd have been through all that all them gauntlets. You know what I'm saying? And still, that the support that was there, or the thousands of dollars that is paid throughout the month, especially for a younger kid, man. You can't tell me that $6,000 won't do good for a 5-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to up it, or you want to try to get it up, this and that and that? And then what the courts don't understand, when they up these things, you talking about this, you talking about the one child, and it's no fault of their own. We the ones that had the babies, or the female or the male had the babies and shit. But especially if you pulling X amount of jobs, like a young gentleman pulling 2 or 3 jobs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like that can be very, very hurtful to one's, I guess, not ego, but you know what I'm saying, soul. It's like, damn, man, because what I'm supposed to do, I'm paying this, and then it's not looking like it's being used the right way it's supposed to be used, because when you see said kid, he or she not looking that hot, you know what I'm saying? Too little clothes, or dirty clothes, or this and that, the third. So I mean, it's really tough, man, to really decipher this. This don't make what we read at the beginning of this segment. That don't I don't agree really too much that at all, man. It's a case by case thing, and it's a very, very sticky situation, man, because it can be a whole lot of shit going on, dog. And I'm talking about with anybody, and then some guys got it to where shit, they ain't gotta pay the shit, and they still can see the kid or don't see the kid or whatever and shit. So it all depends on how the woman
Yeah.
doing, or vice versa, how the male is, if the male doing it, whatever. So
Yeah. And then like
it's very, very, it's very, very touchy. Not just for me, but I'm saying overall. Like, I
yeah.
think it's one of the subjects that's very, very hard to
See, and
try
it's
to
just me
decipher.
from the outside looking in. How I look at it, like, all right, like if you talking like relationships, as far as like, you know, you paying child support into like another household, and that household already has like a man in it and all that. That part don't matter because it ain't for him. It's for your child.
Should be.
This the thing, though, and like once it come out your check and it go out, even though you feel like you should, even though
So
you feel like you should like know everything that's going on with it, you don't.
yeah, no,
You
you
know what I
you going
mean?
you
And
going you
like
going on
you,
the angle like donating, like for instance, like what if even a panhandle or whatever, if you give them $20 and they say it for food, or
yeah,
but they go get
yeah,
a
and like
crack rock,
what you
what I'm
supposed to
saying?
do is be like, you supposed to pay attention to certain shit. So like when they come to that court shit, you could be like, she's not even using it. So maybe we should lower this to make sure that she's doing what she's supposed to be doing with it. She's not handling money responsibly. You know what I mean? I haven't
Yeah,
seen
that's one
any
of
of
the
the,
big. Yeah.
I haven't seen any of these things. But like if it's just going and you just saying like you ain't doing what it's like, then everybody being irresponsible. You being irresponsible because you not saying like you ain't spending on the right shit. And if you don't start to, I'm gonna make sure, since you got us in these courts, I'm gonna make sure the courts know. You feel
Right.
me? And then they're not being responsible with it because they not doing what the fuck they need to do. And then like also, I don't feel like you can really put like a number on like how much it costs to raise a child, because it depends on where they at, and like where they at, where they go to school, or how much said what other parent is making. You don't know how
Yeah, I
much,
mean,
you don't know how much money like that that covers. Cause like I've seen somebody with 5 kids that don't get no kind of child support, and then making it happen, and then like a motherfucker might look at her funny because she getting a check for child support for said so much amount of money. But like that's probably ain't a lot of money for 5 kids. You feel me? Then you got a motherfucker that I know that don't get nothing. Might have got like $20, $15 one time for child support here and there every once in a while. I ain't never heard her complain about the shit. But like I know that sometimes she might need that extra help. Now that shit ain't coming at all. So like child support could be any increment for real. For real, it's all kind of ways around it. Like once you get that shit out, you can't give a fuck about where it's going unless you gonna really take that shit to the courthouse. Cause it, for one, the shit usually shouldn't even ever get that bad that you got to get it to the courthouse.
but that's
You
a,
know what I
but
mean?
what that's one thing. I guess, I mean, I'm not saying what you know or don't know, but that's one thing. Like, yo, I was paying child support since. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, I paid child. Only reason I ain't paid child support for JoJo is because we was, you know what I'm saying, we was
Yeah.
married. We was married, so therefore, if you married, then it's null and void. Same house, blah 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 blah. But say if you got a girl, say you got a girlfriend, whatever, and this and that, and once you Like, shit,
Sign the birth certificate.
I don't think you gotta sign. I think nowadays, I don't think you gotta sign it down.
Yeah, you gotta sign it.
I don't know, man, because it's kind of tricky. I don't know if you actually have to, honestly. But I don't know. But
because they can't say you the father.
Nah. I mean, because for instance, like one of my daughters, or yeah, well, I was out of my 3 daughters, I was with their birth. We said 1, because I was already back up here. But well, one of my daughters, yeah, they took that. I was at work. And then I got paid next Friday, whatever, and I ain't know how the system went. You know what I'm saying? And that shit came out. I'm like, whoa! It was Friday payday, and look at my LES or look at my pay stub or whatever and shit. I'm like, ooh, that shit low. And then you check the deductions or whatever and shit. I'm like, damn, like they already hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the time it was in house, so it wasn't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? So,
but like I would have been getting that shit stopped up right then and there. Like you can stop it. Like you can stop it.
I mean, like if a female want to do it, they can stop it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, or a female or male, like depending on how it goes. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm not just trying to go straight to females, but because it can happen a reverse side as well. Cause I think my one homeboy, he like, well, it ain't much that she paid to him, but anyway, yeah, they can stop it, but then say if it's a breakup or this not that, and then guess what? This is much as they can stop it. They can gotta have that shit. They can have it going. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if you did it the right way, I'm seeing what you saying, having a track record of it and have it noted. You know, so have it note.
Man, old school homie in the barbershop told me one time, even if you're not on child support, bro, he was like, when you do something for your baby mama, if y'all don't always see eye to eye and y'all could just get an agreement where y'all don't have to be on child support, you just write her a check. And when you write her a check, you write her a check for exactly what's on that.
Well, you have I mean, well, I see. Even then, like,
because it's in the note, like that check with a bank. That's in the note.
It's like doing like a money order and stuff too, like because.
But it specifically say what you writing it for, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get what you're saying 1,000%. But like I said, it's so, man, this system, man, with this shit. And I'm speaking for Ohio. I don't know who listening out in other states.
That's why I be telling motherfuckers you shouldn't even get involved in that shit.
It's very, very sticky, and it's very, very tricky, man. Like, you really gotta know what you doing and what's going on when it's for child support, even or for child support for
all that family
share
court
because any of that family court
shouldn't
shit,
even.
juvenile stuff, man.
I think that shit is crazy that people even
very,
like. Imagine just not getting along with a motherfucker to the point where you gotta go to court to figure out how y'all gonna raise a kid. That shit is crazy. I couldn't imagine sticking my dick in somebody that I could potentially just not even be able to agree on, like just like when we was gonna like see the kid. Like, man, that's how motherfuckers wind up on Snap and all these Lifetime movies and shit. Man, that's why I don't like kids. I have them because that shit is crazy.
It's very, man. It's very lucrative. It's very crazy, and even with that, like it's a. Man,
but like it's good. It's like it's a good and bad side. Because I will say this for the most part, is a lot of times people be looking at motherfuckers on child support or that don't pay child support in like a bad light, and it's not always like that. Sometimes it's a situation of a motherfucker don't have it monetarily, but they can be there in every other aspect for their child, and like the state is just like taxing the nigga, and you can't, and like sometimes you just don't know what to do to like stop it. You know what I mean? Because I know people that have been in those situations, and then this other side where like it's some women that like just know the nigga got some money, so like she be like, oh, you got married and your wife make this much money, all right, so we about to rake this bitch up some more because now y'all make more together. Or like sometimes it's just like, oh, I already got another job, I need more money because he should, because I think it's like a certain percentage, right, that they supposed to say like
up into a certain it's up into a certain percentage, and they can do the max, man. Like they supposed to do it out of your and they don't. It's not your. It's out of your gross pay. It's out of your gross. So that right there is a bad thing right there.
Yeah,
so it's what you making. And it ain't what you bring at home. You know what I'm saying? So I can work 100 hours. You know what I'm saying? Say I work 40 hours, and a basic 40-hour a week. Say I make $10 an hour or whatever. So they go. So they gonna base it off that 800 that month. And then so not the after the taxes and whatever you doing your 401k, stuff like that. So then you taking out. You know what I'm saying? They taking out X amount of money from your gross pay, not your net, and that's one big thing within itself. You know what I mean? Because you can run it up.
Yeah, because they getting theirs, but they getting theirs before everybody gets
exactly. So you having a good year. You know what I'm saying? And you done made 50,000. That's your number.
That's
50,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, but
that's the risk we all
shit.
take.
I know.
For
Once
being.
again, I ain't putting no blame. Me myself, I'm speaking. I ain't putting no blame to nobody or whatever. Like I said, we chose the people that having youngins or who going through it. We chose to lay up with with that male or female at that time. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, because
I'm never making no excuse or having no blame.
Yeah, because I agree, and because I agree with some of the points they made and the shit, and then I just don't. Because like, I feel like you really can't blame nobody for your shortcomings. Because some people just really aren't set up to have kids. Like, not saying like you just not capable, but like you just did that shit at the wrong time. So like you can't blame somebody for that. And also like it be situations where like if you get pregnant and the dude tell you he don't want this baby, like you better believe that shit. Don't be having that kid, because if that nigga choose to just disappear on you, that's on you. Like for real, for real. Like he a piece of shit for doing that. But like that's like a motherfucker saying, if you punch me, I'm going to shoot you, and you punch him, and then they shoot you. It's like I literally told you this was going to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you eat peanut butter and you allergic to peanuts, you're going to like potentially die or choke to death or some shit like that. Like you know what's going to happen. If you have sex with a person and then y'all not even on that kind of level, and then y'all some other shit happen, and then you get pregnant, like that is a 2-person decision.
Oh, no, it definitely is.
You know what I mean? Like
no,
it's not one sided. Like I hate when people be like it's a woman's choice. Like it's really not. It's really both of our choice. Whatever, like you have the vessel to like, you know, end this shit if you want to. But like for real, like it's both of our choice, because if you want to have it and I don't, I'm still responsible for it. But if I want to have it and you don't, you can go do what the fuck you want to do, and I just gotta be how I gotta feel how I feel.
And
you know what I mean?
That's always been a big thing in the circuit, and then like and even with that, like
because if I don't want this motherfucker and you do, I'm gone. Like and like it is what it is.
See how it's set up, at least for here from my learning throughout my years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the woman, the female get the parental rights off top. You know what I mean? Got the parental rights, especially if you're not married or whatever. I don't know how it go if you're married.
They do.
That, but they still they still get it. So
no matter what.
So if I was to had to get up out of here, more than likely the judge is gonna fair with
that's
them.
The child says otherwise.
Unless if they older enough to say said thing or something like that, if they had a notion into it, but for the most part, off top, you know what I'm saying. Soon as that baby pop out that womb, hey, it's the female's baby. You know what I'm saying? Like it's our baby. We both can see it. It take two to fuck. It take two to, you know what I'm saying. My sperm got to hit they shit and there you go, have a kid.
If I ain't got no parental rights, I ain't paying you shit.
So,
well, I ain't never.
No, it ain't about paying.
Anyway,
I'm just saying like custody wise, like even custody, like
custody shit.
Should, I think it should be. I always thought it should be like, hey,
together from the jump.
Yeah, especially if you
no matter what the situation
if you was together,
as long as one person isn't incarcerated, no matter what,
something like that, something like that, or if you're out on the lam or whatever like that, like if it's something that it's on a dangerous side, if it's something that's a reason why,
nope, not until they physically can't be there. Like it should be shared from the jump. If you're on the lam, you ain't got caught and prosecuted for whatever you did, so you still should have your same rights that you should. Like until you convicted of whatever crime they chasing you for, like it got to be straight down the line, because that's too much of a black and white. That's too much of a gray area. Straight black and white. Until you are like literally cannot physically be there or physically like do what you need to do in any aspect, then it should be shared off the jump. And we all know it's not gonna work that way, because that wouldn't be feasible for the system to like do what it needed to do.
Right.
Because then you would have to give both parties medical benefits to take care of themselves and the child. You would have to give both parties food stamps to take care of their child on both sides. You have to give both parties like you have to split. Anything that one side get, the other side will have to get. You would have to split that, because that's all for the child. It's all for one. And then that would eliminate the need for fucking like child support in a way, because then it would turn into now we just gonna look at what both of you make and then say what can we do to like what's that shit they use like subsidize this shit in some kind of way. Right. You know what I mean? Like that shit wouldn't be feasible for the system.
I mean, if it was, like for a WIC or whatever. I mean, even we live in different homes or whatever. I think with WIC, it could be a well, no, because then no, it'd be doubling up. I kind of get it. It'd be doubling up.
Yeah, so that way
I don't say it had the same name, like have mother and father name, but then it still won't work, because then it'd still be, you'd be kind of doubling up for that matter or whatever and stuff. So yeah, no, that wouldn't work
Yeah,
at all.
and then there's some people that really just be like, they really do be living off child support and they don't need to have no kids. Like some people are unfit mothers and just get to keep the kid because nobody can figure out what they do. Like if you just like a like it's some people that are like great mothers, but they aren't good human beings, so they shouldn't be mothers. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like
well,
you,
I can't
you
say
can
who
be
shouldn't
like that.
be because, like, I mean, like,
No,
even
like for
with
like if you're
because
not a
fathers
good,
too, like, I mean, it could be the same way on the male
and they'll
aspect,
take
you
you
know what I'm
away
saying?
though. That's the thing though. If you're a great mom and you're a terrible human being, then people will just let you be the mom. If you're a great dad and you're a terrible human being, they will eliminate you. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe, if you was
Yeah.
a piece of shit, but you was great with JoJo, do you really think you'd be here? Do you really think you could just be
Well,
here?
not be here. I mean, well,
You know what I
when
mean,
we
but
say
you know
take,
what
you
I
saying take
mean.
them away, talking about the female.
No, like make you
Exclude you.
like no like make you not be a real part of that
Oh, I mean,
body of
yeah,
work.
they would
You
take,
see what?
yeah, they would take the
Because
kid
nobody could
away.
take you.
Yeah.
But like you've met plenty
Yeah,
of women
yeah,
that
they
are
hold the
complete
kid. I mean,
pieces
they
of
can hold the
shit.
kid for ransom. Yeah, I mean, basically that's what it be.
Not
or
even
that's
holding the kid for
definition, but-
ransom. Like you're just not a good human being. You can't be trusted to be out in the world with this child. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not a
Listen,
good person.
I don't-
Everything that you do outside of being a parent is you're just a shitty piece. You're a shitty person. I've met people like that.
But
They're
I can
just
be
like
a-
a shitty person
I can be a great parent.
and be a terrible person.
But listen, like for example, I can be a great parent, but I can be a fucking hitman at night. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying I'm going to the club.
You
Whatever,
could be a
whatever. So
hitman and be
I
a
could
good human
terrible,
being. I'm saying being
and
a
I'd be a
I'm
dope
saying being a
father.
piece of
But
shit
I still
person.
could be here in the
Fuck
morning.
the specifics, Joe. Like
Man,
being
you
a
can't
piece of
tell
shit
me what the
person.
fuck how I'm gonna say it. I'm giving you a fucking example.
Because you taking away what I'm trying
You
to
saying
say.
you can be a piece of shit. So a piece of shit is so abroad. What the fuck is a piece of shit?
It's
a
not a
piece of shit can
hitman.
be
You could be a nice hitman.
What the fuck? So you could be
007.
You could be a nice
He was
piece
a
of
nice
shit.
guy.
You could be a nice piece of
No,
shit.
you can't. That's
Yes,
what
you
I'm
can.
saying. No,
so
you
what the fuck is
can't.
your definition of piece of shit?
I literally
God
just said it
damn.
like 3 times. You could be a piece of shit. You could be terrible to everyone else in the world.
Terrible
But you're
like what? You saying terrible like what? Give me a fucking example. I was giving you an example of being a potential piece of shit.
No, because 007 is a great guy and everybody loves him. But okay, a piece of shit would be like somebody that likes to kick puppies and like punch people in the face and like rob and steal shit and slash people tires for no reason and like take a shit on the sidewalk and then push people down and just being a shitty person to everybody, just being terrible at work. Nobody wants to work with you. Nobody wants to be anywhere with you. Nobody wants to go anywhere with you. But your kid fucking loves you to the max. But no one else in the fucking world can stand you. Why would somebody let their kid be with you? That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's double sided because there's women that are really terrible fucking people.
You just changed your shit.
No, I
because yes, you
didn't.
did. Because at the beginning
You
you
asked
said,
me to do that.
No, at the beginning you said no. I ain't talking about the backlash. As you talking about being whatever. All the last part you said that, but you changed the front part. You was like your kid can love you to death. Before you said you can be a great father.
What's the
so
difference?
if you being what you mean?
Because if you're not a great father, your kid not gonna love you to death.
Bullshit. That's a hard lie. I
No, it
got
ain't.
2 fucking examples right now.
Oh, things
fuck.
change. Don't
Fuck
worry.
outta
That
here,
shit
man.
is influx. That shit is influx, Joe.
You're right.
I
Says
know.
The one you know. Yeah,
I
you
know
right.
that shit is influx.
All right.
I didn't have a dad. I loved him sometimes, and then I didn't, and I never met that nigga. The shit is influx, Joe. I can
right,
say
bro.
that. I know. I can say that, right?
Okay.
It's
I
not.
don't know.
I've
In
known
your-
these
in your
motherfuckers
opinion,
upstairs
right?
longer than you did.
Right. In your opinion, though, right? But I lived with him the last time more than you did. I was saying, sort of, you know what I'm saying?
So
All right, so that's your fucking opinion. I mean, my whole thing with you is, man, yo, you say I understand, and I don't know.
because
I
you
don't
be
know-
taking my
I don't know
argument
if
and then you
really-
change it, and then
I
you cut
don't
me off
change
in
it,
the
man.
middle of what I'm saying, and then you
That's
change
bullshit,
what I
because
say.
because when I say my opinion, you be like, no, Joe. I'm
Because you
like, "This is my
changed what
fucking
we
opinion."
talking
No,
about.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm just trying to
So
tell you.
all right.
dog.
So do you get what I
live
was
the shit,
saying?
my nigga, you don't
All right.
live
So
it.
do you get what I was just saying though?
Once again, hey, if your definition of piece of shit is different from mine, that's fine. That's
Okay.
that's what
So
the fuck
if you're
I got.
all right, so do you think somebody's gonna let you keep your kid if you're a hitman?
How the fuck would you know? You don't know what people doing. If that shit ain't hit the news. Or
So
it's
that's
on
why I
video,
said
it's not going,
that's
man.
why I said that didn't make sense, Joe.
What you
I
mean
know
it
it's
don't make sense. What the fuck? You can be a shitty. You can fucking a piece of shit can be motherfucking selling drugs. You don't fucking know. Whose definition of fucking piece of shit?
Joe.
God damn.
Joe. So what I'm saying is, you could be a great parent and be a piece of shit person. If you're a man and you're a parent and you're a great parent but you're a piece of shit person, it's more likely that motherfuckers will not want you around the kid. When you're a piece of shit person and you're a woman and you're still a good parent, no one gives a fuck. That is what I was trying to say.
You right, man.
I know that.
I know. You right, dog.
I know.
What else you got, man? You got anything else?
Yeah, I got one more
thing. You right about?
Hell yeah, I'm right about everything, Joe.
Fuck out of here, man.
You so upset, but you literally changed what I was saying in the middle.
You fucking blowing me,
and then
got
mad at me. Cause that shit, that don't make no sense.
I don't know
Joe.
if it's a persona. It ain't about what the fuck I know. It's like me telling you, I don't know if it's a persona. What you be saying?
No,
I
tell you all the time. I'm convicted in everything I say. I believe all this shit, bro.
But you're not fucking right, man. That's what I be saying.
Why
like, man,
not?
Yo, you're not fucking right.
Why?
Man. That's why I say. That's why I always preface, man. In my fucking opinion, in Bruiser opinion, when I say what the fuck I say, you heard me? Because nigga, I can't be right.
Why not?
As much as I was saying about
Why
child
not?
That shit, it's my fucking
Why
opinion,
not?
man.
You can be right. If you want to be right, just say you right and you right. That's all it takes. Yeah. That's all I do. Yeah, when I say some shit, I'm right. I'm the greatest basketball player that ever fucking lived. I'm a fucking sex symbol. I'm always right. I'm a genius. That one is really, really real. But I don't eat cheese, and I'll never do that. But like, everything I say, how can you not be like the greatest ever of you? Like, how can you not want to be right about everything? How can you not be right about everything? If it's you, man. How?
It's not to me. In my opinion, it sounds stupid. What you say?
And you right about that, Joe, because that's your opinion. So you right. That's how I live my life, Joe. Look how happy I am because I'm right. I can't be wrong. Man. I can't be wrong.
That's fine, my nigga. What else you got, man?
Hold on, I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
I have some.
Well, hurry up, Mr. Right, man. What the fuck? Fuck out of here, man.
My co-host spicy, y'all. He's spicy today. He tired of my shit.
I won't want to deal with your ass either.
What did I do to you? What did I do to? I didn't even do nothing. I don't even know what I did today. I brought my own chips and everything.
Nigga, stay single.
What? Because I'm single? You mad because I'm single?
I said stay single.
I am going to stay single.
Do that. When they was trying to talk into that shit last time, I said, do not do that. Fuck no. No, when I called you and shit, I didn't think it was gone because we already talked about it. Well, I mean, we can rehash or you want to put anything up, but
this was it. All right, that one with the last thing. So, check this out. How do y'all feel about women that tell their men not to pay child support? Now, this came to me when I posted the thing. How can I put this? Somebody got in an argument with their lady because she felt like he was paying child support, period. And she was like, you need to stop doing that right now. That's our money. Type shit. If I'm taking this the right way.
Are you talking about he giving cash?
No, he's paying child support.
Is it coming out of his check?
I don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's a key thing because like give it. Oh man,
it don't matter.
Well, come on. If you don't get it, you're on the mic or whatever.
Because like the point, like this is the point I'm trying to make. Like she right here. It's like she basically telling him like you shouldn't be. She telling him like you shouldn't be you shouldn't be giving money to them because now you with me and you live here with us. You shouldn't be giving money to nobody else. Basically, like you don't need to pay child support over there. You need to pay child support over here. That's the only place your money should go. Type shit.
Hold on, you can't answer. I gotta turn you up. Oh, sorry.
Like now when I heard this, I felt like one, like I couldn't be a man in that situation. Like I couldn't be like you ain't telling me I ain't paying for my babies. Like nah, I can't do that. One, like it's no way. Like I couldn't live with myself if I let a woman tell me like, hey, look, listen, I see that you've been taking care of your kids, but what you about to do is stop taking care of your kids. So you gonna only take care of me? Like what the my dick will fall off. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, like what kind of woman would say just straight up like, nah, you can't take care of them. You take care of this, and that's that. Like, and if you don't like that shit, you get going. Nah, this is what is this shit gonna be like. You don't take care of them other kids. Like, how can you not? Like that shit don't make no sense. Like that's like on some aggressive like trying to like barter like your home life for like some dollars type shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm hung up because I don't know. I'm hung up on what you actually saying. So
all right,
I don't know.
This.
All right, hold on. I was about to.
If you want, I could put it like a different way. Like,
go
all right.
try again.
So
she probably got it, but I don't.
So he got a. All right. So basically, homie paying child support. Girl find out he paying child support. Say, nah, you ain't. I don't want you paying child support no more. That's our money. That shit stay in house. Stop.
Is it say? Are you saying that the female and him, no, she don't have no prior? I mean, no kids. She don't have no prior kids.
That part don't matter.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It don't matter. It's the household. It's the household. That part don't matter.
Okay. Go ahead, man. Finish up. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get an understanding so I can.
You looking at it too deep.
Yeah, like this household. He in this household, he pay child support to that household. The people in this household said, no, you don't. You pay child support here, and that's not child support, but your money come here, it stay here, period. Don't pay no more child support. I don't want you giving no money to nobody else. This is our money. That's what's happening. Money comes here, it goes there. These motherfuckers want that money to come here, stay here, and don't move.
That's a no go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit sound crazy, right?
Man, to me that's definitely crazy. That's a no go. I can't see a female or even a male for that matter even going that avenue. But I mean, just for me to quickly answer that, I would say that's a no go. That's a hard no go.
Yeah, that's what when I heard that shit, we was talking about it for a minute because I couldn't even understand it. Like I was like, how you was? I'm like, this don't make no sense at first. Like it really don't make no sense. And then like you keep hearing it, like, all right, so what you saying is. Like, cause to me it would be like, so like this same thing could happen. Like, you could have a baby, and then motherfucker be like, all right, I'm a dip, and then get with another woman that say, nah, don't pay nothing to her or her. You with me, and that's it. Like, fuck the bullshit. Like, and motherfuckers go for shit like that. But like, man, that shit sound crazy.
Yeah, you got something?
Go ahead,
That is.
It's crazy.
That's pure crazy.
Right.
That's a piece of shit person.
And they wouldn't allow that person to have babies, probably. Well, you can't castrate people, so never mind.
If he stayed with her, then that shows his character. But who is she to dictate how he take care of his child?
And when is it to the point that is our money? Like, especially if we're not married. I mean, like, even married people. So even some married people don't say it's our money.
Once y'all live in a house together.
I guess
if she says our money is our money, once y'all live in a house together.
I guess
you giving up your pockets. Once you move into a house with a woman, you giving up your pockets.
Well, I mean, not per se.
Yes, per se.
Buddy, I have a.
I forgot y'all together and stuff.
I have a couple married.
All right,
couples.
my bad. I'll be thinking about myself. Exactly. I'll be thinking about myself.
I have a couple married couples that they have their own monetary income, and they split their shit. Like,
they cheat on each other?
No, it's not cheating.
You sure?
So they split their shit.
Oh, so they cheat on each other. So they don't have just one whole account.
If you think so, man.
All right.
If you think
they gotta have all their money separate.
Where the fuck you be going with this shit, man.
I'm just saying.
Look,
that's a weird thing.
Same shit happened on Maury, buddy. Sally Jesse Resi, Geraldo de Rivera.
Sally Jesse Raphael.
I don't know that old white bitch.
Yo, all I'm doing is stating facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people pay. They go halvesies on this, or they got this and that and that. Like my shit. Even to this day, like yo, her currency that she make, the way she make, or however she make. Well, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And then me, I hand it over. That's for the greatness of just because I fuck money. I fuck money over. You know what I'm saying? So that's beneficial for all things encompassed. But I mean, and at the beginning when we got together, it wasn't per se like that. I mean, I gave whatever I gave, but it got to a point I'm like, man, because I'm blowing this shit, this and that and that. You know what I mean? And she was saying the shit, and the shit was evolving, and it was getting real. So, hey, if I'm with somebody that can hold that, shit and do it the right way and whatever, then hey, I mean, I don't see no problem why not. But I was just saying that's why I asked the question as far as like, are they like who's to say that they sharing their money already? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand you saying I guess she dictating it if she fucking
if she know the money coming out.
If she baby D and or
whoever
if
she can see what's coming out, they sharing that shit. I ain't just showing you just to show you. I can show you what I brought home, not what they took out.
I mean, or even if she's just saying just period in general.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's
because I don't
parent
think
in
no
general,
nigga on
that's
child support not saying he on child support.
that's I mean, but that's what I was saying, man. I just thought it was a different. I know y'all say, "Oh, I'm thinking too deep into it," but just that to me, that was just a general
If you live,
consistency
but
or
like,
concise.
but like
You know
once
what
you
I'm
start
saying?
living with somebody, y'all sharing shit. Like y'all sharing at least the knowledge of what the kind of money y'all have.
Right.
Y'all gonna share like something. Like if
Well,
y'all
well,
living together,
I don't know because it's a scenario, and I won't say it's a scenario that I know that
they cheating on each other.
said person didn't
Whatever
know
happened, they cheating.
said person didn't know that this other said person was making this much guala, and that said the second said person I'm saying
Mhm.
point second person B, that person still won't said A to doggone Annie up.
No, that's
Yeah.
probably why person A ain't telling person B.
I don't know.
Like you could tell who you fucking with. Like you know the type of people that you're not supposed to tell how much money you got with, whether you having sex with them in a relationship or
I mean,
not.
but if you decide to move in with them, but you don't trust them enough to know your finances,
Because you
then why-
fucking somebody else.
No. You're what?
That's what he going to. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he be trolling or what, man. This is the shit that be fucking.
If I don't
pissing
tell
me
you how
off,
much
man.
money I make, it's kind of spending it on pussy. Period, bruh.
That's you.
Yeah, right, exactly. Man.
Only if I'm too busy.
I thought you
Like
trying to
I
have a
really
serious-
feel like if
I
prostitution
thought you
was
trying to
like
have
a
a
little
serious
more legal and
conversation.
less like sticky with it, like I would definitely just be calling for sex. 'Cause,
That's
like sometimes
you.
I do
I thought we
not
was
have
having
the
a serious
time for
conversation
that
about
shit.
That
this.
All right, but like yeah, back to what we were
that's
saying.
not-
So
That's
All right,
not
so-
everyone.
Let her say her. Let her say
All
her
right,
shit.
go ahead.
That's
go ahead.
not everyone. That is very, very true. If you decide to move in with somebody, but you conceal your finances for years to the point of an outsider divulging that information, and you're just clueless to the fact.
It probably wasn't as serious as it.
That's very serious.
No, I'm saying like the situation that they're in, like the
No,
relationship.
the situation is marriage serious.
Oh, so then yeah. Oh, another family or some shit.
No, that's not the case.
For instance, we're talking about the same thing. I think she caught on to what I was saying, but I didn't.
So they fucking then.
They're getting married.
Let it go.
Of course they are.
Well, then maybe they just don't want one of them.
No, or maybe one person is
Somebody
just
don't
selfish.
trust one. No, somebody don't trust the other one as much. That's it. So
Or
somebody
that
not
that
trusting.
person could just be selfish,
Not
and
trusted.
that's how that person has been their whole life, and they refuse to let go of that selfishness.
Nah, I'm not letting you know what you can get if I die. Oh shit! Wait, they do know what they could get if they die. If they're gonna get married, and I'm not telling you how much I make. That is crazy. Yeah, it's another family or something. It's an extra. It's an extra somebody. Him, her, them, something out in this motherfucker for sure.
Not necessarily, and I say that because different facts are known. But what I'm saying is, some people are just so selfish and have been like that throughout different relationships that when they come into a serious relationship,
So then
that
maybe
they
it don't
refuse to
matter.
let it go.
So maybe it just don't matter then.
To who?
To who? To the
To the
breadwinner?
selfish
Or
person?
the selfish person,
Yeah.
or the
Maybe it don't matter. Shit, we getting married. Why you gotta give a fuck how much I make?
all right. So all right.
I love you. What? Who cares? I love you.
But why wouldn't you divulge that information anyway?
Cause I love you. Who cares?
Hey man,
I'm for real. Like keeping it simple. Like I love you. Who cares how much money I make? Right?
dude.
If that nigga made
It has to
10
be-
grand a year, would it matter if he didn't tell
Yes,
her or
it
not?
Yes,
does.
it
Actually, it does.
does.
It don't matter if it's
Well,
5,000 or
yeah,
15,000. Once you married, guess what? You got a dog on.
All
For
right,
the
well,
most part, you
they'll
got to go ahead and
they'll
put it together.
find out soon.
But the whole thing
Gotta
is,
do your
I mean,
taxes.
you had it all cars up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm what I'm getting at is all car. Like I just said, like I'm like, yo, it was all cars up. If we know we was about to go this route, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like if it was just a fling or whatever, then it's like, eh. But
I mean, sometimes the whole marriage could be a fling.
You shoot
never
the
know.
That's true.
The whole marriage could be a fling. I done seen that shit before, bro. That should be crazy. So it could happen. Oh, and like I wanted to ask about this because this is a big thing for me. How do y'all feel about on both sides, either like male or female, just not wanting your significant other to have friends of the opposite sex? Cause like I'm a big proponent in like you could be friends with whoever you want to. Cause I got mad women friends and like we're all tight as fuck, and I have not had sex with all of them. I have not had sex with all of them. Have not.
Well,
Well, the big. Can I answer first and then you can answer? Cause she about to shut this shit down. But what I have learned throughout my life is if it's a the nutshell I'm gonna say, then she explain it. If it's somebody that she don't know about, like out the gate or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then all of a sudden like, oh, this is my friend, we just be kicking it, da da da, then that's a huge problem. So fuck it, let's go ahead and take it over. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
there's no new friends.
Right.
My friends ain't new though.
Well, that's a difference. If you come into it with friends that you've had for years, who am I to tell you that you have to end that relationship unless you've had some type of sexual relationship with them? If that's the case, then you have to let that go. Period, point blank. It's either or. But if you had a friend and that has genuinely just been your friend and you bringing that into the relationship, I can't tell you to get rid of her. If I don't like her for some reason that really bothers my soul, that's different. And if you've had sex with her, you can never even bring that to me.
Is it just
at all?
Is it just on a female circuit? So is that
No,
a female
sides.
going to a male?
No, both sides.
Okay.
Yeah, that's either way.
No, this how.
I mean, well, me as a
second.
female, I wouldn't even I wouldn't even do that. Period.
Well, let me ask this.
Would you want to test those waters?
No, I don't want. I don't even want. What
You
is
talking
this?
to me?
I'm just saying in general.
Shark Week.
Nah, we good.
But what I'm saying is like this, like, so what if you had a friend and like y'all had sex and then became friends, but no more sex after that one time y'all had sex and became friends? All right, I was just throwing that out there. Now, me personally, I know my friends. I have not had sex with all of them, maybe one, but nobody would ever know. So, like to me, I can bring any of my women friends around any woman that I ain't never had a girlfriend before, but like if I did have one, if I was in a relationship, like I feel like I could bring any of the women friends I was cool with around as long as she not insecure.
But that's something that you have to take to your grave, because if you don't divulge that in the very beginning, it will be such a problem.
It kind of looked like I didn't have sex with all my female friends. But I haven't. Best because we just so close. Like, I mean, like, we close. Like, we could sleep in the same beds together. We can go out together.
Fuck
we
no.
can keep it. Like, I don't care. Like, I mean, we was younger. We was, like, maybe, like, 19, 20. Like, it was a pillow fight. She ran my shit into the fucking wall. That shit wasn't no, like, cutesy, sexy shit. Slept in bed with another friend. I think I choked her in my sleep. No sex there. We was just both in the same room. I'm also a man that I don't need to have sex with every woman I see either. Like, if you a cool ass chick, you a cool ass chick, and you about to be my friend. Period. That's it. Like, we about to be friends. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Like, I'm one of them type dudes. I like being around women. I feel like it don't make no sense to be a man and only have man friends. I think that's gay as fuck because like that shit gay as fuck, bro. Like you can't be a man with all man friends. That shit gay as fuck.
Because women bring problems.
No,
sometimes.
because listen,
They
you
do.
a woman, right? You got women friends, right? So your women friends gonna turn to him women friends. But if you didn't have no fuck, you get what I'm saying? Like y'all all know each other, right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But it's
right?
a difference between having a friend and knowing of somebody.
I know for a fact that if I didn't have a woman that I could call and like ask some shit that like know me in some different ways that I can actually call and like let me know like, all right, maybe you tripping this time, then I would have fucked up a lot of shit. Cause I just would have been wrong thinking like a man. Like how I was talking to Mel that one day and I'm just like, you terrible. Like I can't believe you putting your man through this. And she really just yelling at me, telling me like, no, you stupid. I don't think you understand what the fuck I'm telling you until like it hit me. Like sometimes I just need a woman to drill some shit into my head.
But it's different when you're married. You're single. It's different when you're married.
That's why I could never do that shit. Like that shit is crazy. Like I'd rather just get old with all the homies and the homegirls and shit. Because they ain't getting married either. Shit, they ain't getting married either.
Well, if y'all niggas go ahead and go get a fucking farm and live in a cult, then
Why we gotta be in the cult? Cause we want to be friends. Damn.
Just saying.
Why we gotta be a cult? We can't just be friends. That shit was on TV before. We could be just like that. Essential Perk, the coffee bean.
No, but they got this. They got the shagging. One person with this. One person wanted. Who was it?
Phoebe
Fucking-
and Joey never had sex. I would be the joy of the crew.
Shit. One of them got into it. They had a affair when she was when
They
was that
never-
Courtney Cox? Was it Courtney
Y'all
Cox?
talking about
was it-
friends?
Yeah, but they never
Yeah.
had sex. Joey and Phoebe never had sex with
I ain't
anybody
seen
on the
Phoe-
show.
Right.
I would be
Okay,
Joey.
Yeah.
I could watch all my friends fuck. I don't care. Well, not like watch, but I'm saying like if y'all want to date each other and shit, I don't care. Who cares? Like if you around the person long enough, they might date, or you might introduce them to somebody they like. I don't care. Who gives a shit? We all friends. My friends start loving my other friend. That's great. Now both my friends in love. I ain't gotta bring in no new motherfuckers.
Why not?
That make-
What did that matter if they already around? And you say you ain't gotta bring in no new motherfuckers.
Cause then my friend don't gotta go out and date some new motherfucker. Then we
Oh,
gotta
you talking about bringing
ingratiate this
somebody
new
else into the
motherfucker
circle?
into our group of friends.
But you,
Now we gotta learn how to
but then
love
you-
this new ass person in their group
but-
of friends. That take time.
but
Jay.
you just said a couple minutes ago when you was like, say if I had female friends that came through and then she got her female friends and they can meet and this and that's no different from bringing this female friend into
that
that circle. or whatever
that
and
gotta
shit.
take time.
Right.
I
So
said
that's why I
yeah.
got home. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, you got homeboys that bring their, if they bring their significant others over and shit, then
I ain't bringing
they go
shit.
from there.
No
You know
way. I ain't.
Just
if
saying,
you
man.
if you meet a woman that I talk to, it's because I really like her. Or she got really. Yeah, I can't say. But like I like if you
About
meet
to say,
a girl
man.
like I just like really like her. Like you might meet cuz he always at the crib with me and stuff, or you might meet my friends and shit. But like I don't need to bring people around my family too much, cause like for what? Like for what?
What's so different? It's your friend.
Cause they just be around. For what?
So they just around. So they just associates.
Who? Nah, they're my friends. They always around. They just be around. Like we just
So
call. I
that'd
don't
be
give a
like,
fuck.
so
I'm-
that'd be
and I
like
will-
family, right?
Huh?
So wouldn't that be considered like family? They always around.
I don't know. Can I just call the chick and be like, "Come over here. I'm at my sister's house."
Well, shit, you gonna ask your sister because she gonna have to vet her.
See, I can just be like my friends. My friends are, hey, just come over here, or I'm over my friend. Hey, just come over here. It's different. See what I'm saying? She gotta be invited. There gotta be a reason for her to be here.
Yeah, I mean that's just the household period. I mean that's anywhere with me. I just don't.
Exactly.
It ain't no Willie.
Who said I got time for that?
It's even
Like, I'm
with-
not opposed. Like,
it's-
I'm not
it's even
opposed
bringing
to.
no dude.
I'm not opposed
It
to
can be
having
a
women
dude for all
weep.
that matter.
Why you gotta
But-
bring it? Why I gotta
But
be a dude?
I've done that
I ain't
with my
saying on a gay
friends.
thing,
Like
like,
my friends can come to other family stuff because I've vetted my friends into meeting the family.
I mean, you know who my friends are. My friends already met our family. If my friends have been the same friends I had my whole life.
they don't come around though.
Yeah, they do. They be around.
No, they don't come around when we have things.
I could tell them to. They take up a lot of space. They fat. I could tell them to though. But like, like, like I'm not opposed to introducing a woman to my family, but like I'm high and cold. Like I know who I am. I know that I could wake up tomorrow and whoever the fuck I am might not like any of the women that I know. So like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? Like I could wake up tomorrow and not even know you no more.
I don't.
I could live for a whole week and not even know who the fuck I've been talking to. So like I don't even be like sometimes.
You bipolar?
70% of this nigga say, man, I don't. You see, you know what I'm saying?
Cause I know
Fuck
for a fact
no,
that happened.
man.
Like they was telling me about some shit like a year ago or something. Like yeah, we went this place and we was doing this. Remember it was my birthday. I'm like that wasn't me. He like yes it was. Nigga, we all went here. We like pictures and everything. I said that wasn't me. That was that other nigga. Like that wasn't me.
Oh, you actually
And
like
I'm
that
completely
anyway,
aware of
'cause
that.
you
I'm-
never. You actually like. I mean, so I'm talking to a different person because you said you never had a girlfriend before or whatever. So
Right.
I guess so. I guess. So I
truly
guess.
a
You know what
lie.
I'm saying? Like,
I'm completely aware of who I am.
okay, that's fine. I don't. I just say it on the record. I don't.
That's why I'm so happy.
Good man. Hey man. God bless you, man. God fucking bless you, man. God damn, man.
Don't
Give
let
me
them
a
take
fucking
me away,
headache,
y'all.
man. You said what?
Don't let them take me away.
You about to go away.
I'm non-violent. I haven't acted out or anything like that, so I think everybody's safe.
I mean, I'm not concerned.
You should be.
Nah,
You should be.
not at all.
What if I'm a hitman? What if this whole thing has been designed to get you to marry my sister and then feel loved and then
I'm quite sure I can take care of myself.
you might think that you square and you can take care of yourself, but what if I just know I can come in here and just unequip you of everything? I mean, it's not like I can't be here now.
That's the
I might lose my apartment and then have to stay here.
No, and I told you that's not gonna happen. I tried that once. I said we tried that once upon a time, and that's not gonna happen.
You might not be able to stop this.
Oh no. This
Maybe
is
that's the
definitely
reason why I've been hired to
stuff.
take you out.
You'll be moving in next to your mother.
Maybe this is the reason why I hired to take you out. We just waiting for all the paperwork to go through, make sure shit's solid, everything look good. I've been watching The Blacklist, y'all. So, hey, y'all watch I've been watching The Blacklist on Netflix for like a week. I'm all in that shit.
When it first came out,
I'm on
I was on
season
it.
two.
No, I'm talking about when it first came out. It came out. This was
Yeah,
running,
like 2013.
this was
or something,
running
right?
concurrent. It was running concurrent with Scandal and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was trying to watch both of them and shit, but Blacklist is good.
How far you get?
That's the one with the trench coat, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm
I
on
saw
like,
one episode. The one episode I remember. He met somebody at the park.
yeah, that's what I just
he met
finished
somebody
that.
at the park. I remember that, and then I think a lady got popped. Somebody got popped. Like
Everybody
something
got
like
popped.
that. Yeah. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was something like that. He had got one once he got up.
No,
and then-
he's like they thought they killed him, but they paralyzed him. They stabbed the one lady. They slit her throat in the club, and they took this one dude, the black dude, and they like choked him out with the razor wire. In the back,
It was a
in the
while
back
ago,
seat of his
but
car. Yeah, that's the episode I'm on right
Yeah,
now.
I was trying to watch it, but then
I'm in too deep.
I just got in right with.
I could really be a hitman for hire
Scandal,
though, but like I don't want to do it. Like I don't like traveling too much for real, for real. If I could do it like Gemini Man style, and just shoot a nigga from like another state, sure. Did y'all see that yet? Y'all ain't watch
No,
Gemini
we
Man?
haven't watched it yet.
No, don't say anything.
All right, look, I'm gonna tell you this.
No, don't say
Oh
anything.
my god!
Now, this all I'm gonna tell
You
you.
are so much like your mother.
It's good. That's all I'm
Alright.
saying. It's good.
That's where you
good.
get it from.
Alright. We saw Harriet.
I don't want to watch Harry. I ain't watching no more fucking slave movies.
It was
I
good,
already know what happened.
but it was good.
I already know what
And
happened.
film.
Why they ain't pick a different one like Susan B. Anthony or something? Tell me how you made the perm or some shit. I'd rather watch that for your cause hit me with some chemist shit. Like I know what Harriet did.
How far can you go into a movie about making a perm?
They made a movie called Eat, Love, Pray.
And what is it?
Exactly. See, make a movie about anything. They made a movie about a dude that jacked off too much. Did y'all see that movie? What was that shit? The Don. Oh my God, that's one of the funniest movies.
I didn't
It's
see that one. I saw
my
a
God.
documentary about
Old white
micropenis.
people having sex sounds like mayonnaise.
How do you know? Do you watch it?
It was on the movie. It was like. It was on the movie. Yeah, you heard it. That's how it sounds.
Disgusting, man.
That's how it sounded on the movie.
That was disgusting, man.
That shit called like Don John or some shit. That shit is fire, bro. Like he had a girlfriend and like she broke up with him because she caught him watching porn. Like he would like it wasn't like no, he had a problem. He had a porn problem. And then like his girlfriend, like it was what's the chick from the Marvel movies and shit?
Jessica Biel?
Nah, the fine one.
Jessica Biel?
Nah, it ain't Jessica Biel, the fine one.
All right, I don't know.
The Scarlett
Scarlett
Johansson.
Johansson?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
fine one. Scarlett Johansson is his girl, blind out, bad, right? He meet her, blase, they start dating and everything. She found out he be masturbating. She tell him, if you do this again, you can never date me, touch me again. I can't believe it. Look at all this love. Meanwhile, this nigga like, a woman that hot, she won't go down on me. She keep making me use condoms. She won't let me go down on her. And all we can do is have sex face to face, no sexy rough shit. He was like, it's the worst sex I ever had in my life, but she's the most beautiful, perfect woman ever. So every time she leave, he go jack off. She keep catching you. So she leave him. He wound up falling in love with this old lady because she said, you can watch all the porn you want. She starts sending them porn flicks. Then they both get into this thing where like, oh, I watch too much porn. So they stop watching porn and start having sex together. But like not in a creepy way, because this movie starting to sound creepy, but it's not creepy. It's just really based around a dude that jack off too much. So then like he get with this older lady and she just like teach him how to like have like real sex and like to feel connected and loved. And then
How
boom.
do you always mix people up?
Yeah.
What? That's her right there.
No,
Hold on,
I'm
who the,
talking about
who the-
Jessica Biel.
Who the Fantastic Four girl? Cause I don't watch a lot of Marvel, but
Who was Who watched Fantastic Four?
I'm talking like from back in the day. Like who was the Fantastic Four? Like
I don't know.
that's
Carmen
Marvel, ain't it?
Electra.
No, I forgot who was the girl. Fantastic
I
Four.
only remember the thick white bitches. Jessica Alba.
Oh, there we go. Such a Jessica Biel. Yeah, I meant Jessica Alba. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, whatever. They look the same to me.
Yeah, they kind of look the same. Yeah.
So my bad. So yeah, I got the last name. It's Jessica. That's like a typical white girl name, I guess. I don't know. I don't know all these fucking actresses.
She fine though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I wouldn't have sex with her, but she fine. I'd have sex with her. I'd use a condom though. For sure. Probably 2.
Even that she rich. Even like with the.
I'm not making no babies. No white
shoot the club
woman.
up.
Hell nah. Mother kill me.
Yeah.
I'm cool. We could be friends. Feel me? I'm just here to butter the toast and go.
Good.
Yeah. I ain't even expect this shit to go this long, but you got anything else, man? Cause we 5 minutes out to another hour.
Fuck Jason Woodlock. I am a sex symbol. I am very handsome. I love myself. I am always right. Bruz, if you ever want to see me on the basketball court, you can see me so I can prove that no one on this planet can beat me, including LeBron James, Michael Jordan in his prime, Magic Johnson,
God.
Larry Bird, anybody. I don't give a fuck if it's Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. I am the greatest athlete that ever lived. The only person that I might be number 2 to might be, I feel like you turning my mic down.
Hey, with that being said, man, thank y'all for tuning in. And this has been the Bruz Podcast. You want to say bye, man?
D-Block, what up?
Later, haters.